So, more Terraria, this time with a guest, my boy Rhys. Rhys, what are you saying?
I ain't got Terraria, but I'll lend my beautiful vocal tones to your video.
I like your beautiful vocal tones, they send me to sleep. Anyway, today's topic, something that I've been looking into quite a lot recently. It seems to be a topic of many a conversation on the internet, and that is self-driving cars.
Okay.
The future of self-driving cars, how long it's going to take for them to be implemented, and how long do you think before they are widely adopted?
I don't know. I grew up with in car culture. My brother's a mechanic, and he taught me quite young in building cars, helping with taking me down like Southend and that back when it used to be a little street racing hotspot.
Yeah.
Getting our little small UK version of fucking Fast and Furious. And I live in Tokyo. And then just seeing all the chavs come with their Civics and the £400 they spent on their new bumper.
The Rifles.
The Rifles, exactly. And then Jamie was fucking running out there with a Skyline, like, is just tearing up everything. Like, any of the guys down there. So I was raised in car cars. I was raised loving cars. So.
And you think that this is kind of bastardizing car culture?
That's the thing. I don't know if it ever will be widely adopted because there's a lot of people I think who enjoy driving. Like,
do you think that it's going to be more widely adopted as a rent a car sort of Uber, more like you call it when you need it, rather than you own your own self-driving car?
Yeah, because they're expensive for one.
That's what I believe as well. I really think it's going to be a more, I'm in London, I need a car, I call it self-driving car comes up, because you think the technology is going to be new for a long, like it's going to be keep getting evolved, keep evolving, so it's going to be expensive for a long time. It isn't going to be one of those things where they come in and then they're going to be cheap. No. They're going to come in and they're going to be expensive.
Companies won't, like Uber, they won't risk their reputation until that technology is completely solid.
I think Uber's going to be the first one on it, you know. They've already piqued a lot of interest. The self-driving cars have piqued a lot of interest from Uber and Lyft and those sorts of companies. They don't have to pay drivers, so that's a win-win for them.
But they need to needs to get to the point where having the self-driving cars will be cheaper than just paying drivers. Like.
So if a self-driving car, say, because a lot of them are going to be electric, say self-driving is a option. What's to stop you from getting a car that's, like a nice performance car, you can mod it up, whatever. Even though a lot of cars these days you can't really mod up. But say you get a car, you can mod it up, but it has self-driving capabilities. Is that not a selling factor?
Yeah, of course. That's always going to be a plus. It's just a vastly upgraded cruise control, really, isn't it? It's just.
I think it's going to be like, you know, when smartphones first came out.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, what do I need a phone that can go on the internet for? Now, who doesn't have a smartphone?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
there's something like 3 billion smartphones used on this planet. There's more smartphones than toilets.
Jesus.
It's more smartphones than toilets. So I feel like once people can see the utility, I have no idea. I think once people can see the utility of self-driving cars, it's really going to latch on. But there's an interesting conundrum that comes with self-driving cars, yeah?
Go on.
Alright, so the self-driving car is driving down the road.
Yeah.
Somebody runs out in front of the car. The car can swerve, but it will swerve into 5 people. Or the car can keep going and kill the one person in the road.
It will break.
There's no time to brake. It's too late. What does it do?
I think that's what it'd do. If the guy just ran in front of it, and it's just gonna.
I reckon the car will try and stop and smush the guy. But you can code it in. You can code it in that the car is going to try and swerve out the way. But where's that ethically? Like, should the car try and swerve, but risk the life of the public, like the greater public, or does the car just have no regard for? Well, obviously it's got the regard for the guy in front of it. It tries to stop, but it's probably not going to be able to. What do you think? What do you think they should do?
Well, if it was a person driving the car and not a machine, and there's no time to brake, one of the two short choices has got to be made anyway. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's not like it's not an iRobot situation where he's like, oh, the baby's got a greater chance of living than, or the guy's got a greater chance of living than the child, so fuck the child. Where a human's empathy and a human's fucking compassion would naturally want to save the child first. But the machine in the car ain't like that. It isn't gonna register the guy in front. It's not gonna. It's just gonna be. It's sensors. It's just gonna be there's a guy there.
Yeah.
And then if it swerves, it's gonna be like that guy there. So probably just try and re-swerve.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it ain't an ethical problem. It's not like my car decided to kill 5 people over one. Like, what are you building? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like it'd get a pass. I feel like as long as the situation was that the person did run in front of the car and it wasn't like he was standing in the road for a good amount of time and the car just like, I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Then, but if he just jumps in front of the car, it ain't the car's fault. It's your fault.
Exactly.
Jump in front of a big metal solid box that's moving at a fucking lot.
That hasn't got a human brain to.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think that self-driving cars should be obviously self-driving cars, or do you think that they should just be able to look like any other car? Do you think you should be able to know it's a self-driving car at a glance?
If the technology is at a point where where it's not trustworthy enough that we need to know the difference, it shouldn't be allowed on the road at all.
Yeah.
So once if it's got the tick, if they've done their thing and it's like, yeah, this is safe, then it can look like how it wants to look. That's how.
But a lot of people are against self-driving cars at the moment because they think that
Because it's new.
yeah, because it's new, and they think that it's not going to be as
Safe,
as
yeah.
reactive as people. But people are fucking stupid, and people die on the road a lot. So recently there was a self-driving car that was in an accident that ended with the person driving. Well, because they have to have someone in the car at the moment.
Yeah.
So the person in the car was killed, and everybody was pointing that this is like this is self-driving cars, they're too dangerous.
Yeah.
But one self-driving car death versus how many thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of deaths
Cars are too dangerous. Yeah.
in a very small. How many people do you think die on the road from cars in a day? It's a lot. It's got to be in the tens of thousands every day
In the world?
in the world, because you got to think about those countries where there's no fucking rules on the road. Shane was telling me, in India, you just drive. You just drive where you want.
Yeah.
There's no one side of the road and the other side of the road. No, you drive where you want, when you want.
Don't die.
It's fucking insane, mate. You drive where you want. He showed me a picture and there was just an intersection where there was cars piled up on top of cars. It was mental, mate.
Yeah, fucking in Egypt. That's the closest to third world, I guess you could say, that I've visited.
Egypt is third world. It's got to be. At this point.
Yeah, it has road rules and all that. They're just not enforced. People, that's what it is like. It's not.
It's probably like the same in India.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they bib all the time. The horn means. I do not know. Actually, I don't. It doesn't mean what it means here. It doesn't mean you warn people of your presence.
It's a natural state.
The normal cars, they're just speeding along.
The cars come with their bibs or their horns already initiated, and you have to turn it off. You press the horn to turn it off.
You press it to turn it. Yeah, exactly. It's fucking
safety
that's how
feature.
they know your hands ain't on the 10 and 2 position. The wheel, like, how are you not making noise? Tell me.
It's a safety feature.
know.
They have to be bibbing at all times.
It's ridiculous, but that's another thing. Self-driving cars out there
Yeah.
would be completely different to the self-driving cars here because of the way the people drive their normal cars out there.
But I think that they're gonna have to be on very specific types of roads at first, because
Well, you need a lot of space.
they're gonna need a lot of space. They're gonna need like very specific parameters for them to be able to drive in between the lines and stuff like that. Because
where are we at the moment on self-driving cars?
We're at the point where when you hear about the old, like the first ever Fords that were put into production, and the people had to walk in front of it.
Okay, yeah.
That's literally where we are with self-driving cars. People have to walk in front of them to let people know that this is a self-driving car. Yeah. Apparently, they've been testing them in Milton Keynes. This is in like the past year. I don't know if
like,
this. I don't know if this is finished now. But
I thought we'd made leaps and strides in it.
Nah,
We've gone quite far in the last few years.
Well, maybe in the past. I'm not even gonna lie. I haven't researched self-driving cars in a minute, but I did a healthy amount of research before, and last time I checked, there was people still in front of it. Oh, there's always somebody in the car. Like at the moment.
Yeah.
They haven't been doing tests.
Manual
Exactly.
Control, yeah.
Take control just in case.
Override, yeah.
But do you think that's a limit in it? Do you think because somebody's in the car, they're not going as far as they could be going?
Yeah, but that's just it's a step, you know what I mean? They're just doing that while they build it up. Once they get to the point where it's just like, yeah, we've done a 5,000 drives with you in the car and you hadn't had to touch anything once, maybe they will start trying without it, and after that's fine, they'll start putting people in the back and they'll start putting people in the roads and see what, and then it will just.
When will you get in a self-driving car? Nowhere near the steering wheel.
I do it on like non-roads, you know what I mean? If there was at a track and I want to test this, I'm like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
What's that gonna happen? You're gonna cut the brakes, but I wouldn't do it on a road, no.
You wouldn't do it on a road?
Too many variables, man.
I think I'd jump in that bitch real quick.
Nah.
I feel like a computer is less likely to kill me than a person.
I understand that, but not yet. Not in this. Not at the state we're at.
I have like minus faith in people.
But
I think people are stupid.
It's true, but what if you're in a self-driving car and a stupid person T-bones you in?
Then a stupid person was gonna T-bone me anyway. A self-driving car had nothing to do with it.
A person might react different. I don't know where we're at on self-driving cars yet.
It's true. But a self-driving car has 360 degree cameras at all times. A human's head isn't seeing 360 degrees at all times. So their reaction time isn't as quick as a human's, but their reactions may be more intelligent than a human's, if you know what I mean.
This is a 2-year-old article, just to clarify.
Whoa! What a dodge.
But it's from The Guardian, and they reckon that by 2020 is when
they're going to be on the road.
There will be. That's when they'll be like prevalent
commercial
on the road as well. Yeah, they'll be. It said that the headline is from 2020. You will become a permanent backseat driver. Driverless cars will revolutionize motoring, claim the manufacturers, but is the greatest danger that they will be too safe.
What?
I want to see. Yeah, I'm gonna look for their expansion on that.
When self-driving cars come out, the human population just explodes because so many people die on the roads. I saw something on Reddit where they done a simulation that simulated like the lives of, I can't even remember how many people it was like 1,000 people they simulated, and out of the 1,000, like over 800 of them died of car crashes. Like they had immortality. They were just seeing how long they'd last, and over 800 of them died of car crashes. That's how likely it is. Out of everything non-natural that kills you, it's car crashes that get the most.
Over 80%, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's
so I mean, I don't think self-driving cars are going to be able to match that human record of 80%, because that's just odds.
Fucking yeah, it doesn't seem like it. You know what I mean? It seems
you don't ever feel that like
in danger.
Yeah, you're not really when you're in a car. No, it depends who you're with. It depends who you're with. I've been in cars where I'm holding on for dear life, mate. I'm there like, whoa, the whole time. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God, I just want to get out.
Definitely. That's my dad, mate. He can't drive. Fucking shot like, no, it doesn't let go of the accelerator. Just hits the brake pedal every fucking time.
Neck snapping.
Just coast over the lines in the road without even noticing it. The car be like vibrating, and he just will not notice. Like, oh. After like 10 seconds, like, oh. I'm like, fucking hell.
Do you think he should get a self-driving car then?
I don't know.
My dad said as soon as self-driving cars are available, he's snapping one up because he just can't be bothered to drive. And I think that's what it's going to be. A lot of people are going to be early adopters just for the fact that they don't have to drive anymore.
Yeah,
Like you can just
people
you can
that just can't be fucked.
you can just roll out of bed, jump in the shower, jump in your car, and just get ready in the car.
Yeah, it's true.
But I wonder if that's going to be allowed. I
Hold on to
wonder
the
how
car.
long it's going to be before you can actually just go, all right, car, go for it. Because at first it's going to be you're going to have to be behind the wheel.
Yeah,
Just
you
in
have to be
case.
ready. Yeah.
So,
At that point, it's just like really.
but when does it become a comfort thing? Because maybe it won't be legal, like illegal at first to just let your car drive you. But when do you think people are going to be comfortable enough to just let the car drive them?
I don't know. I feel like it's all technology, and it's just a time thing. It needs to be integrated. Not many people want to be the ones testing it out. You know what I mean? They don't want to be the guy who died in it that lets everyone else know maybe we shouldn't be doing it yet. They want to just wait to see what their Facebook or something says if it's safe or not yet, and then they will. Which is fair enough because it's a new technology, isn't it? And it is,
All depends on what the
device,
fucking
it's controversial.
what BBC News says is safe.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
In that same article, the Guardian one, they did a poll at the bottom. Like,
Yep.
do you think you are personally a better driver than the computer would be able to? 25% said no, 75% said yes. And then it's like a
It's
little
just
thing.
not the truth though.
Yeah.
People are not good drivers, or there wouldn't be as many deaths on the road. It's simple. It's just simple. There wouldn't be as
Yeah.
many deaths on the road if people were just good drivers. If you take a long enough road trip, you're gonna see somebody who you're gonna go, he's gonna kill someone. When I went to
exactly.
Wolverhampton with my dad, which is like 2.5 hours in the car, we saw about 3 people where we were like, they're gonna fucking kill someone. They're gonna smash their car into someone and kill them because they were just driving like maniacs. Here's another thing. Do you think people who have suspended licenses should be able to sit behind a self-driving car at the point where you should be able to take the wheel?
At the point when you're saying that at the point in its lifespan, like lifespan, no.
Yeah.
No, but not just for safety reasons either, but just for the fact that you shouldn't be able to get that loophole around it. If you fucked up, and if you're drink driving, you shouldn't just go, fuck it, just drive around for me. That's another thing. That's why people will buy self-driving cars.
For drink driving.
Once it gets to the point where they're trusted, they'll be able to fucking go out with their car and not have to leave it at a bar or kill someone on the way home.
All right. So to wrap up, when do you think this technology will be adopted? Because I genuinely believe it will. It will be adopted, widely adopted by people.
It is. They're pushing it. If the technology gets enough money and backing behind it, it will come through. It's just the way it is.
So let's put a rough estimate on the date. I'm saying
2017 now.
I'm saying mid 2020s, 2025. It's going to be like over 50% adoption
of the
rate.
roads.
Yeah. I feel like it's going to be quite quick.
It's not just thing; it's price as well.
Because remember, because I feel like it's going to be like phones. They're going to finance them. A lot of people are just going to finance their self-driving cars. And finance has exploded the amount of people that are on the roads. Since finance has been available, I can't even remember the statistic, but it was insane. Since finance has been available, the statistic of how many people are on the road now, it's exploded.
I feel like by mid 2020s it will be a thing, but I don't think like to that degree. Over 50% is a lot.
All right, when do you think it will be over 50%?
There's pricings as well.
I'm talking about UK. I'm talking about UK, not world. UK.
Over 50% of UK cars on the road to be self-driving.
Yep.
I'm like 2040 for over
2040.
50%. Yeah, I'm at the point where there's cheap variants of it that are still trustworthy. Like the reason why they're cheap are the same reason that there's cheap cars today, not because they're gonna burn at random points, but because they ain't got a good aircon. You know what I mean, or something like that, or whatever the equivalent is of new technology in cars. Then it'll be basic, but it will still be safe. And then that's when people will have them. And
well,
I think,
when you get
said,
like the Dacia self-driving car.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the fucking Fiat Panda and all that shit. The people that want just the basic car, the smart car. You know what I mean?
Exactly. When you just want to grab it, like, I don't care what the car looks like. I don't
Yeah,
care the
car A to
performance.
B. Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
I'm looking for
Then,
a car that's gonna get me from A to B.
but I feel like that will take a good while for that. Its price, this technology's got to drop in price. The fucking the technology's got to be trusted. The technology's got to, it's got to be, it's gonna have resistance. You know what I mean? There's gonna be car companies that don't want to do self-driving cars, and
Yeah.
they're gonna try and do everything they can to keep their ways going. You know what I mean? And there's gonna be people that still want to drive because they just want to drive.
Yeah.
There could be setbacks.
I feel
All it
like
takes
it's gonna be hybrid self-driving cars are gonna be
Yeah.
are gonna be
It's gonna
way
be a choice. You want?
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm saying,
When you say
all
hybrid-
right. Let me clarify. By 2025, 50% of the cars on the road will have self-driving capabilities.
Yeah.
Maybe not completely self-driving, like no steering wheel, but they'll have self-driving capabilities. And I'm not just talking about parking. I'm talking
I'd say,
about self-driving
They can
capabilities.
drive. Yeah, but just you can tell me. I don't think there will be many cars that only self-drive. I think that will be a less a thingy, a much smaller proportion.
Oh, okay.
Probably the
That's
more
what Google's
expensive one.
going for. That's what the Google car's going for,
Yeah.
where it's literally
Yeah.
100%
But
just a
that
car
will be
driving.
more businessy as well. That's more like
That's-
this is our
yeah,
delivery
like you
guy,
said,
this
the
is our
Uber.
bus driver, this is our cab. Yeah, Uber
I didn't
guy.
even think
And-
about bus drivers and stuff.
Yeah, it'll be like
Self-driving buses, they'll be so
transit.
much more reliable.
Yeah,
It'll be like
on time,
DLR.
thingy.
If you don't know what
It just-
DLR is, it's the Docklands Light Railway. It's the railway system we have in like the Dockland area in London. It's fucking,
Yeah,
it's
like
quality. It's quality.
East London. Bit of south. Yeah, just London basically.
The DLR
That's what
is our
London
best
is.
train system.
Yeah.
Just for the
Yeah.
simple fact that you can jump on whenever you want. Anyway,
Yeah, just
enough of this topic. Reese, I appreciate you
Yes,
coming
Mama.
on, giving a little piece of information. It's been
No
23 minutes, you know.
You already?
Yep.
Look at that.
Anyway,
Time flies when
people.
you ain't playing for honor. Sorry, what nigga do to your clothes?
Brother's got my soul, mate. Anyway, if you enjoyed, hit the like button. If you want to be a part of this series, put your PSN in the comment section below. I like looking at your below. Check out the other videos on screen now. Reese, say my line.
I have to get to Terraria for next time. I will have to get to Terraria. But apart from that, see you later.
He didn't even say peace. Peace!